Let's bring in House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what is your reaction to all of this? And you probably saw the video of the U-Haul truck being unloaded with shields and riot gear and anti-police signs. There's the video right there. Looks like this was coordinated, this particular protest.
More than coordinated. I mean, you have a U-Haul ready to go before the announcement, handing out shields. It's planned. Here we go, Compton, California, where someone walks up and shoots two police officers, sheriffs sitting in a car. Now this. Is this what AOC meant when she asked everybody to be radicalized at this moment instead of trying to reunite this nation? This is very concerning to me, not just here but throughout the nation. What is going on from Portland, Chicago to New York and now in Louisville, that these are planned, orchestrated events, that people cannot be safe and secure in their own streets?
So there's a couple of things. You know, we've seen the pallets of bricks being dropped off in New York a couple of months ago. We've seen a van pull up with bats in it, also in New York. And then yesterday, this video of a U-Haul pulling up, opening up the back. Everyone knew exactly where it would be and where to go. They show up, and out come shields, out come signs, out come most of anti-police signs, and out come the riot gear. Does that give you this? What do you think about that? And I'm going to factor in this. Christopher Wray says the other day that Antifa is an ideology. It is not a group or organization. I'm wondering what he means by that, and does that play a role here?
Well, my first concern was, let's look at the license plate of the U-Haul. Who rented that U-Haul?
Right.
Who is funding this? You can't just supply people with this type of armor without resources, without funding. Where's that funding coming from, and why is it being used? How are these people knowing to come? Are there training facilities that are teaching these people how to do this? This is a grave concern, and this is something that the FBI should be focused on, and we should be opening up today knowing who funded this behavior that is causing this problem, that people's lives are in danger.
You would think that that would be pretty easy to go over to the U-Haul place and ask and figure out who rented it, and then you start connecting dots. Joe Biden put out a statement. He said, in the wake of her tragic death, we mourn with her family, her mother, and community, and ask ourselves whether justice could be equally applied in America. I know for so many people, today's decision does not answer that call. What do you think of the former vice president's comments?
Well, I wish the vice president would speak out more in this process. He's been silent for too long. That is why this continues to build. That is why they can rent a U-Haul. That is why they can raise money. When you have a campaign that has 13 members of your campaign that actually funded bringing people, paying their bail to get out of this activity, or your vice president nominee had done the exact same,
so you're saying
that is a real concern.
You're saying Joe Biden needs to, finally appear on camera and live say, look, it's got to stop. The violence in the street has got to stop.
That's what leaders do. Leaders stand up, especially if you want to be the leader of the free world. You can confront the press. You can talk to the nation. But you know the first question that should be asked? Are those 13 people on your campaign still working on your campaign? That put into a fund that released people from jail, paid their bail to get out for these type of activities. So why wouldn't people continue to do this?
Right.
They think they're being rewarded for this.
Let me just add one thing. The former vice president did add that violence is never acceptable. And in brief comments to reporters, he said protests should be peaceful, adding, do not sully her memory or her mother's by engaging in any violence. It's totally inappropriate for that to happen.